DICE revealed some potentially frustrating news for Battlefield 2042's future content. Modern Warfare 2's Tarkov mode was confirmed, Valve made a big change to CSGO's ranks, and much more on Today in Gaming. Hey guys, LevelCap here, and DICE has confirmed Battlefield 2042 Season 2 will only offer a single new map. Battlefield fans were hoping DICE would ramp up the amount of new content delivered in these seasonal updates, but that doesn't seem to be happening for now. The new map will launch at the start of Season 2 in the first week or so of September. The mid-season update will include a rework of the Renewal launch map, and I want to talk more about those launch maps in a bit, as there is a chance that Renewal may not be the only map rework coming in the next season. As for details about the new map being added, DICE didn't reveal much. The game's lead level designer says it reflects player feedback and will be a smaller map with more constrained spaces and cover than the launch maps. And despite its smaller size, the Season 2 map is still designed to support 128 players. DICE also discussed several other things going on with 2042. A Kaleidoscope and Exposure 24/7 Conquest playlist will be available starting tomorrow. Season 2 details will be released sometime this month. DICE have no plan to add a spectator mode to the game. They also didn't plan on supporting mouse and keyboard on console. They're still investigating mouse input issues on PC. Since the game's pre-release playtest, players have been saying that mouse input was affected by controller settings. And apparently that's intended design, since some of the mouse and controller game settings overlap in their function. The game's lead designer is aware of the confusion that this is causing and is looking into it. Info about Portal's weapons being added to All Out Warfare will release as part of the Season 2 announcement. DICE is still refusing to say whether or not they're adding more classic maps to Portal. They are, however, looking into adding a server browser for All Out Warfare. They're also reworking other maps after Renewal, with candidates including Orbital, Manifest, and Hourglass. As for how DICE prioritizes the map reworks, they're working from smallest to largest. Hourglass being one of the biggest maps in the game means that the rework is a long way off, assuming that they actually are going to do that rework. There are multiple map reworks planned for Season 2. DICE already previewed the changes to Renewal, and they didn't look quite as extensive as Kaleidoscope. Hopefully multiple reworks being planned for Season 2 means DICE will get all of the base maps reworked before the Year 1 content cycle ends. Since we don't even know if there's even going to be a Year 2 of support for 2042, it'd be pretty tough to see only a handful of maps get reworked before support is pulled. As for stealth changes made with the 1.2 update, players have discovered a handful of pretty significant tweaks. Gun skins now show a bit of wear rather than being clean and pristine. Downed animations have been updated, with characters waving you away while they're skipping their revive. A HUD icon was added that shows whether or not your bipod is deployed. The target VT scope and the 8x sniper scope and canted irons combo attachment are available on more guns now. Irish's Sentinel gadget now stops C5 in addition to rockets, missiles, and grenades. Some performance issues from the 1.1 update might be fixed, but your experience will vary, and there's plenty of other minor changes. Overall, it seems like 2042 is still making progress and heading in a better direction. Again, it's just the rate of progress that I think most people are annoyed with. What are your thoughts on all of this? Have you tried the new 1.2 patch? Have you tried the Kaleidoscope rework? What do you guys think? I might actually be streaming it tomorrow, since there will be a dedicated playlist. New Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 leaks came from a very unlikely source, and I'm going to avoid showing them in this video due to copyright concerns. NFL players attended a pre-release play session of the upcoming game and leaked clips of it on social media. An LA Rams player uploaded a small bit of gameplay showing a shotgun being reloaded. It's tough to say if it's actual gameplay or a clip of the reveal trailer, but there's also photos of the game's menus. Probably the biggest thing is one of the images directly confirms the DMZ mode is in the game. This is rumored to be more of an escape from Tarkov-style extraction royale experience. Aside from the rumors passed around by leakers, this is the first time we've gotten direct confirmation of the mode being real. EA has suggested that Star Wars Jedi Survivor might not launch as early as some of the rumors have suggested. CEO Andrew Wilson was asked during an EA first quarter investor call if the upcoming sequel to Fallen Order is the unannounced quarter 4 title EA has in the works. His response was not to assume anything. The going rumor has been a March 2023 release, but Wilson's response suggests that they may have a later date in mind. A beta survey for Overwatch 2 recently teased wild pricing for skins. One question on the survey suggested a single skin could be $45. However, Blizzard says the prices listed in the survey were randomized by perusers and not indicative of final pricing. They'll share exciting pricing info closer to the game's October 4th launch date. In other Blizzard news, the developer revealed Diablo Immortal will get new content every 2 weeks for the foreseeable future. Not every update will include a full complement of new stuff though. They're going to alternate between battle passes, seasonal events, featured updates, and smaller additions like mini content updates that just add new variants of existing cosmetics. Valve updated CSGO's rank system with new parameters. It's the first major change to the system in years. Many players stuck at lower ranks saw a jump to higher ranks after winning a competitive match to reveal their new placement. Many players are even seeing rank increases of 2 to 3 tiers, which is a pretty massive leap in general. It seems Valve has normalized the skill ranking to account for the years of progress players have made since the last major update. In other competitive FPS news, Riot are working on a big nerf for Valorant's most popular Agent Chamber. For those unfamiliar with Valorant or Chamber, his abilities include a teleport, an upgraded pistol, and a super-powered sniper rifle ultimate. If you're good at shooting stuff, Chamber is your go-to pick. So much so that pro players pick him 70% of the time in Valorant's most recent competitive tournament. The nerf is currently available on the game's public beta environment. His teleport now has a longer cooldown, his trademark trap has a smaller trigger radius, his ultimate takes an extra point to earn, and his upgraded pistol costs more per bullet to restock. And while many players are excited to see Chamber brought more in line with other agents, there's a concern that the nerfs will make him pointless by comparison. New Blood Interactive made 2 big announcements. The first is that their upcoming immersive sim Gloomwood is launching in early access 3 weeks later than initially announced. The delay was made due to some folks on the game's very small dev team being on sick leave and to ensure a high-quality launch experience. The second bit of news is that the second episode of their currently available action FPS Ultrakill will launch on August 16th. Gloomwood launches on September 6th. Before we get to our final story today, be sure to subscribe and enable notifications to catch every upload. It's a good way to support the channel. Also, I've been doing more streams lately. Feel free to drop by. Been streaming both Battlefield and Star Citizen. Drop by, say hello, maybe even become a channel member. Sea of Thieves is getting a pretty significant update tomorrow. The captaincy update will let you purchase your own ship in-game and serve as its captain. Considering Sea of Thieves is a pirate game about naval combat and exploration, being able to captain a ship has been a player request since launch. They're also adding specific traders to the game with this update that will only buy loot from ship captains. And that wraps it up for today in gaming. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. This is LevelCap, signing off.